Nicolo Bulega drives to the line, and it is provisional pole by almost half a second over teammate Alvaro Bautista. A 1:29.058 for Nicolo Bulega. It's a provisional front row lockout for Ducati, and in fact Scott Redding and Danilo Petrucci directly behind as well on the second row of the grid. Xavi Vierge with a new personal best moves himself up into 6th position, demoting Lowe's to 7th. Locatelli and Pisani rounding out the 3rd row of the grid as things stand.
Yeah, and you expect to see some riders come back into the pits now, put in a fresh tyre just for one last run as well. You can see Toprak now trying to get in with another representative lap time for him, but for Razgatlioglu, this will be a red first sector, so he's faster than Bulega in sector 1, and he's got a good yardstick in front of him with the number 11 Ducati.
Yes, the pair followed one another yesterday, and Toprak was not able to keep pace with Nicolo Bulega, but there's no doubt that Bulega's the fastest man on this circuit this weekend, and this could do Toprak Razgatlioglu the world of good.
Yeah, if you're Bulega, you're better off just bailing on this lap. You know you've got a fast time in you, know you've got more fast times in you. You're towing Toprak along and giving Toprak that person to use as a target.
Yeah, Toprak Razgatlioglu 6th in the sports career rankings for pole positions on 18. Secured 6 poles last season, as many as every other rider in BMW history combined. Average 2nd on the grid for him as well in 2024, and he has certainly been the man to beat in terms of single lap pace in the last season or so. Nicolo Bulega leads him to the line, about to lower his benchmark into the 1:28. Bulega crosses the line, it's a 1:28.824, and Razgatlioglu following him on track, less than a 1/10 of a second behind as he moves up into P2. We saw Bulega continue on after setting that fastest lap and set another lap in the 1:28, demonstrating that more than one lap that could have taken him to pole position in that session.
And a little bit Marc Marquez-esque there from Toprak. He knew who was around him on the racetrack, and he was going to make sure he was going to follow his biggest rival here this weekend and put that pressure on. And Toprak, like Marquez, you can't be ashamed of looking for that bit of a toe whenever it's for the right rider.
No, and credit to Toprak, because he grinds out a result there ahead of riders who have outpaced him generally over this week so far. Ahead of the likes of Iannone in particular, who had the edge over Toprak yesterday, but also ahead of Alvaro Bautista, Danilo Petrucci, the other riders who we expect to be in the podium mix. So I think that's a decent start for Toprak.
Yeah, and for Toprak, he's been outpaced by those riders, but he's been as fast as them over a single lap. He needs to show he can do it for 10 laps with that tyre.